And up next here, we got a female fight between Piera Rodriguez and Sam Hughes. And this should be an interesting fight. I think it's close on paper and close on the money line. I think it should be a little bit closer than it is. But Piera Rodriguez, she's a big time power striker on the feet. She doesn't really move a lot, but she has very fast hands, powerful counters, and kind of controls the center, stands flat footed, and slowly walks girls down and makes them come to her. And she really likes to throw 2 3s and 3 2s. She is low volume and she really does weight a lot on her opponents, but she throws heat and she's fast. So when she comes in, she can land heavy and make up for that low volume. And Rodriguez does have deficiencies in the stand up. She has that lack of movement, waiting to sit and counter. So fighters can use feints to get her to open up and then throw straight shots down the middle, land those. And if they're fast, they can get in and out, land straight shots, and get a little bit ahead, as well as throwing some kicks. Rodriguez, also due to being flat-footed, can be backed up and clinched up. And she did drop the first round against Kay Hansen. She got taken down and held down in that round. She did prove in that fight that she's an underrated grappler. She was able to reverse some takedowns, get on top, and control pretty easily. In the third round, Rodriguez, I think, saw that she was able to get those takedowns and control easy in the second. So she went right back to that, got the takedown early in the third, and rode out the fight in the top position and won that decision. She was able to take the back when Hansen attempted to stand up and clearly won the third round. Her cardio is good, and she tends to get better as fights go on. Her pressure, her power tends to wear on opponents. And in order to take out Rodriguez, you need to either be the superior wrestler and grappler and be able to take and hold Rodriguez down, or feint, use distance control, range striking, combinations, and overcome that power punching. For Sam Hughes, she's a big girl for the weight class. She's going to have a slight height and reach advantage in this fight, which could pay dividends. And she definitely has some things in her style that should pose some issues to Rodriguez. She has good pressure. She feints well. She has a solid jab. She has decent footwork and does a good job of not just blindly moving in a range. She does it more intelligently. She will also pressure fighters into the clinch against the cage, where she's pretty strong and improving. Her chin is good. She could take big shots if she needs to. And she always shows up at awesome shape, so you don't have to worry about her getting tired. She's going to be at a big speed disadvantage in this matchup, so I think she has to grapple to be effective. She needs to back Rodriguez to the cage, clinch, win the clinch, get on top. I think if she can get on top, she could control and do some damage with her ground and pound. Recently, since Sam Hughes has teamed up with Fortis, she's done a lot better job, in my opinion, with her game planning, being more aggressive, coming forward, and using what her strengths are, which is the wrestling. And her wrestling has really looked good. It looked good in her last fight against Elise Reed. And Hughes also throws good volume, but I think Rodriguez, who's low volume, will kind of oblige in a firefight if Hughes brings it. So Hughes has to be smart in the way that she strikes. She has to use the jab, use a lot of feints, try to stay long, and really implement those takedowns so you can get Rodriguez thinking about that. And ultimately, I think that could make the striking closer. But it's a fairly tough fight to call. I'm going to give the slight edge to Sam Hughes. I think the striking will be competitive, with Hughes landing more volume, probably being the girl going forward, but eating the bigger punches. But the difference will be some clinch control time and some takedowns from Sam Hughes. I think Hughes is a level above in the grappling in terms of who Rodriguez has been facing. I think she's better than Kay Hansen. And Kay Hansen was able to win that first round by getting the takedown, controlling on top. I feel as if Hughes is going to be able to continue that momentum and not get tired, not start to lose the grappling. I think she'll be able to win it all the way through. She's durable. She has the toughness to take the shots and keep pushing. Her last fight, she looked good. And like I said, I think she's improving, gaining confidence now that she's with Fortis. So I'm going to pick Sam Hughes to win a close decision here by implementing the same game plan she did in her last fight against Elise Reed.